Hi. Hi, how you doing? I'm sorry I'm late. Do you forgive me? As usual, let me know if you can see and hear me. Uh, it's a special weekend. It's special because Riddick is back. Vin Diesel in his amazing role. You can see comments start popping
Are
up
you
here.
testing? Are you testing?
Oh, they hear me. I don't know if any of you guys are gonna see this movie. It's been getting pretty shitty ratings, but that's what I'm gonna start with. Let's start with here. Something I felt they didn't get into enough in that series was the race of the Furians, which I'm gonna look up right now. Um, the Furians, I guess they're like Spartans. They're really strong. In this wiki page, it says that humans are classified largely by the planet they inhabit. Blah blah, some shite. Um, those that settled on much harsher planets, such as the largely unstable Furia, have evolved very unique characteristics absent in other renditions of humanity across the galaxy. Furians are much hardier, having been forced to adapt to the unforgiving climate and rigid landscape of their new homeworld. If that's the case, it seems kind of strange that Riddick. It doesn't seem that he fits into like the social structure of normal people in the galaxy. Like he's able to, how do I put this? He's able to talk to people and all that stuff. I feel like a Furian, if they grow up in an environment that's really harsh and they develop all of uh, these physical advantages, it seems that they would also not be able to communicate or something like that. Sort of like Klingons in Star Trek. I feel like Star Trek was good at dealing with that, like the consequences of living in a society that's filled with warmongers. Um, I don't know. Oh, Martin Oliveira, how you doing? Dog face. I forgot what country you live in. I know you're not gonna tell me again, and it's not Portugal. Somewhere, uh, South America, maybe. I don't fucking know. From wherever dog lobsters come from. Martin, it seems like you're the only person in here right now. What do you think about Riddick? Do you like him? You think he's cool? I think he's cool, but he's a little bit too cool. He's not vulnerable in any way. I think he's a very 80s style character in the sense that he's like, he seems invulnerable. I mean, he cares about Jack, uh, that girl, but other than that, I have no idea. Like, it seems like he just goes around the galaxy, getting hunted by people and breaking out of prison. Um, False Nightmare, how you doing, man? I see you on the podcast. It's always good to see your comments. Um, what's up with me? Not much. I'm glad that it's Friday. I'm glad that I'm here drawing Vin Diesel. I feel like I read somewhere that he self-funded this project or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. Am I making this shit up? Maybe. Uh, this new Riddick movie got a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think is, it might be shitty. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to process that and live with that fact that this movie might be some garbage. You got an ugly pterodactyl, little penis hanging there. that's gross. What?
Looks Picasso-like.
The same shit happens in all of these movies. He gets, he's on a spaceship because he got caught doing something dumb in the desert, jerking off or whatever. And then they're like, they lock him in the spaceship, and he's like, "Well, you wanna fuck with me? Like, don't let me out of these cages." And of course, someone's gonna let him out at some point. Yeah, Nightmare. I just started this thing, I don't know, like 5 minutes ago. You didn't miss much. You other two lurkers, show yourselves. I want to know who you are, so I can come to your house, sleep in your bed. What was I talking about? Fast and the Furious? Part 7? I think there were only 6 of those movies. Uh-oh, what am I doing? This Riddick is too stationary. I'm gonna, see what else I can do. He has these pretty cool knives that he uses. They kind of have a blade like that. I don't know if any of you guys played Escape from Butcher Bay on the original Xbox. That was a really good game. And it was pretty unique because most movie games are pretty shitty. So this came out of nowhere. Because, I mean, these production companies that are commissioned to make movie games aren't obligated to make a good game at all. They just kind of put out whatever they want. Because the movie studios just want a game that they can sell and capitalize on when the movies come out. But with Butcher Bay, they really worked hard on making something unique. It was nice. I liked it. The one issue I still have with drawing is like staying isolated to one zone instead of focusing on one gesture. Like the whole gesture and the movement of the body. Do I sound like Bob Ross right now? Someone told me the other day that Bob Ross used to be a drill sergeant. I don't know if I really believe them. I don't know if that's true. What? Draw Sonic? Is that like a cross between Satan and Sonic? Okay, I'll do that. I have no better ideas. I'd veto that if I didn't. If I couldn't think of anything better. Oh, I'm gonna try and do this from memory. It's gonna be kind of tough. Big ass head. Kind of pudgy body. Big ass shoes. I think he has the gloves. I'm not sure. Ugh, this is awful.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play a fun game, type your first name into Google, and then the hedgehog, and look at the fan fiction that people have made, or the custom Sonic characters that have been built. Did you type it in?
Abby the Hedgehog.
They can hear you, by the way. Is what you're doing. My friend is laughing.
Abby the Hedgehog. She's pretty.
So
So funny.
Stick Steve, what's going on, man? He was in the Navy or something, but he didn't like being yelled at or yelling, so he took it upon himself to talk softly. What a guy. What a champion. Let me see. This is awful.
Abby. Abby Rose the Hedgehog. Oh gosh. That is funny.
Do this. I heard someone that Robotnik was his stepbrother. Someone said that once. I don't know if that's true. I think in the Japanese version of the games, they just call him Eggman. Am I right? I'm just making that up. The Sonic is on drugs. Smoking that crack pipe. Smoking them Chaos Emeralds, you know what I'm saying? He collects all those rings so he can afford his drug habit. You guys been seeing this infamous Second Son trailer? It looks really good. Even though I haven't played any of the original Infamous games. You can buy the first one for like $10 in any GameStop. I mean. I guess now I'm drawing some sort of fire mage. I don't know. Mean Mugga, what's going on, man? What was the most recent Sonic game that got put out? They got shat out by Nintendo. Is Nintendo doing it now? Some unlucky company is handling it. That IP. Also, do you guys have your PS4s pre-ordered? I do not. Because, and I was talking to my roommate about this yesterday, you don't know really whether or not a system is worth getting until about, I'd say, 2 years into launch, maybe 3. All right, I'll say 2. I'll be generous. First year launch titles are shit. You might get a one good title in the first year. But, I mean, I don't know. It's not enough. Also, I think it's worth mentioning that you can't really, I mean, the purest measure of a video game console's life is after its life, after the next gen console's been put out. So right now we can legitimately have a discussion about what was the best system out of the PS3, 360 or Wii. But like while they were being launched, I know people were having these discussions a lot. But like, how do you really know until it's all, unless it's all done for, like finished? It's sort of like an artist or any sort of content creator. When they're dead, you can look at everything they've created and talk about it. Because I mean, you're not even talking about potential anymore. It's all finished already. All the material is there. So then you just deal with that. I always do this shit with people's legs. What am I doing here? What am I doing? You're gonna give it a year? That's smart. Fire Princess. You think this is a female? You out your goddamn mind, boy? I guess. Maybe. Any of you read Saga? I've had like 20 people recommend that comic to me, and it is very good. I just haven't really gotten around to finishing it or reading it more. Yeah, I think Infamous is looking good. Also, Beyond Two Souls with Ellen Page. That game looks good. But Quantic Dream, the other games I've played from them, I played, what's it called? What was the first one? Indigo Prophecy. And then I didn't play Heavy Rain, even though I know you guys are going to shit on me. I just didn't have the time to get into that. But Quantic Dream, I don't like their real-time events where you're just sitting there pressing up or pressing down whenever they tell you to do it. I think it kind of takes you out of the action. I like to see something where you're a little more in control. That being said, I think Indigo Prophecy was a really unique PS2 game that you should play if you haven't played it. Hop on that before the graphics are too outdated. I'm on to something here, guys. It's looking good. Looking decent. Ugly female. I think Infamous was a PS4 launch title. Xbox One is getting Killer Instinct, which everyone is crazy about. People keep talking to me about it, and I don't really give a shit because I'm really shitty at fighting games. I'm garbage. I'm actually really bad at competitive games, period. A little trivia about me. In any sort of MMO situation, I prefer to play a medic or a support character, any sort of healer. In D&D as well. I'm going to my reference folder. All the naked men are hidden. Looking for something that fits. Backgrounds have always been tough for me. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. And I feel like I end up repeating the same patterns. If I were Noah Bradley, this wouldn't be an issue. Mean Mugga says, Killer Instinct is going to disappoint, I guarantee it. Why do you say that? Martin Oliveira disagrees with you. The lobster dog. Bathroom towel, how you doing, man? You always post really nice comments. Thanks for that. I love you. What do I think of the gameplay from The Division? It looks great, man. QTEs are a lazy way to feign immersion. What are... Oh, QuickTime events. Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's like... But, I mean, really, if you want to get into the design of these things... I mean, how do you really design a frantic event like that? You just... I mean, I guess that's one way of doing it. They found that works. So they keep sort of harping on it. They keep making it happen. Especially like Call of Duty games, that like they love that sort of thing, and it works. It's not perfect, but it's a functioning way to sort of depict that sort of situation. One game I've seen that I think did it pretty well was Dead Space, where there's one situation where Isaac gets it's a really cool boss battle actually, where you're running through a hallway and this big tentacle comes out. This tentacle comes out and like grabs you by the leg, and you're being pulled through this hallway, and the camera starts shifting because you can't stay still and get a good shot on this thing because you're being twisted around anyway, and so you're trying to aim at this tentacle to like slice it in half while you're being pulled through the hallways, and it's gonna end up killing you if it ends up getting to its destination. But there wasn't any like button mashing. It was just you like frantically trying to aim properly. What are The Last of Us did that good as well. I think they did a good job with that. Yeah, The Division looks good. It looks excellent, but the problem with games like these is I think it's underestimating human error and the fact that it seems like the main user base of these games are like, I don't know, 15-year-old kids in their basement who kind of just they just want to pwn people. They don't really want to. I don't think they're into it for any sort of unique experience or sort of following orders from a superior commander, which The Division seems to need that. It needs people who are going to play that sort of way. So if you can get a couple friends who are willing to work in a squad and have distinct roles, and all of you guys are willing to play that way, I think it's going to be great. And if you come across another team who are also playing that way, awesome. But I don't think that it's going to be that way. It's going to be a lot of kids calling each other faggots, like running around, like crouching on each other, like face raping or whatever the fuck they call it. A lot of people not taking the game seriously, basically. And I don't know how you solve that. Do you make a level cap? I'm sorry, age cap on games? I don't know, man. Yeah, in Last of Us, I'm in winter. It's really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. You guys. 8 characters, free to play, 1 free character. Killer Instinct is going to be free? That's pretty dumb. I don't like it. Remember when Killer Instinct Gold came out on N64? I had a strategy guide, but I didn't have the game. So, and I never got the game, but I remember reading the shit out of it. I'd read the strategy guide, read about all the characters, where they came from, their histories and all that stuff. Look at what kind of different moves they had, like elemental attacks and stuff like that. Fucking nerd. Yeah, I never got to play the game though, so. Another game where I read the manual a lot before actually playing it was Metal Gear. The first one. And the second one. Metal Gear 5 looks really good, and I think that's the only thing right now that would make me want to get a PS4. To play Big Boss in Outer Heaven, freeing Africans from slavery. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bathroom Tile, please buy Last of Us. If you read any reviews that said it was generic, that's horseshit. It really is. I think one of the best games I ever played. It's good all around, but I think what makes it really unique is it's kind of towing this line with it's a part of this new generation of games that are really mature in the sense that they're sort of trying to tackle these concepts that haven't been touched by games before, such as parenting, loss of children, things like that. Sort of dealing with romantic relationships that don't work out, stuff like that. Processing grief, and maybe that's just me reading into it deeply, but I think it's a great game. I mean, it got what, like a 9 on GameSpot? I don't know what you're talking about. Like negative reviews. Just get it. Buy the game. I Am Prodigy. What's going on, man? We're talking about The Division, which is a new game coming out in the next gen systems. We're talking about next gen systems and gaming systems in general, and face raping. Talking about that too. I don't know. We're talking about whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It's a DLC based game, so you're paying for characters? That sounds really awful. It sounds like a terrible decision. What do I know? It seems like the future. That's what everything is going towards. They want you to pay for the content afterwards. Excuse me. Which is bullshit, because I mean, companies like Rockstar are putting out games that are probably worth $200. In the sense that you could spend 300 hours in that game and still have a lot of replay value, and they're not when they give you DLC, it's like another 200 hours of gameplay. I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't buy all this stuff. What do you mean by the 3D Metal Gear? You mean VR missions? That was a bad game. Pretty bad. I mean, you gotta, with anything, you have to watch out for these reviewers who are trying really hard to go against the status quo. This is with movies, books, all that shit. Like, there are people who just want to be negative because because I mean, nine out of 10 critics are gonna love the shit out of something. If that happens, there's that one guy who's like, well, you wouldn't. So you might be dealing with that. You see that a lot on Rotten Tomatoes too. If you look at a movie, I don't know, something like There Will Be Blood. Let's look at that right now. I'm curious. That's one of my favorite movies. You guys. All right, it's got a 91% fresh rating, 19 rotten reviews. So I'm gonna go down and find the rotten review and see what they say about it. Fuck, I can't find them. Oh, here's one. This guy says, "Who suggested the John Huston accent? We keep expecting Daniel Plainview to molest a young niece or something." Fucking stupid. Awful review. Anyway, holy shit! I hope I didn't set this live draw to be only 40 minutes. If that's the case, I'll add another. Shit. I guess I'll have to add another 20-minute one. God damn. Fucking up, you guys. I'm a professional broadcaster here. Kid of War is the Fresh Prince. How you doing? I haven't seen you here. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, so you meant Snake Eater. That was a really good game. Fantastic close to the PS2 as a system. It pushed the graphics. Kojima is probably a genius. That guy is just. Where else have you ever seen anything that had such a shitty, like a crazy, sometimes shitty storyline, but the gameplay and the visuals are so good that you just, I mean, and not even just how things look graphics wise, but just how things are presented in a cinematic way. It's so good in Metal Gear that you get over how stupid the storyline can be. And you almost embrace the stupidity of it all. Prodigy says, talk about GTA 5. Am I getting it? And what console do I do I own? What console do I own? I am getting it, yes. On launch day. I'm going to spend all Wednesday playing it. I might make a video about it or something. I'll probably make a video about it. But I'm going to get it on 360. And I've been thinking about just paying for maybe 2 months of the Xbox Live thing so I can play with you guys. I'd like to just schedule on a Saturday night or something. A few Saturday nights in the month of September or October. We'll just get in there, run around, beat up hookers, ride around in cars, fly planes into buildings, whatever. It'll be fun. Kill people, burn shit, not go to school, you know. Yeah, I assume most of you are gonna do 360 as well. That's why I decided to do that. Because I care, you know what I mean? I care. I feel like this is going to time out at 40 minutes. Kind of worried about that. Yeah, but RPGs are really bang for your buck, for sure. And you know what? Just because you mentioned RPGs, I'm going to give this guy a health meter. And an MP meter. Grease lightning. It's really poorly designed. MP is 111. So he has a lot of MP. Let's say that. There. Okay, looks like they're extending the time. Excellent. Oh, man. Oh, Brian Cuevas, what's going on, man? What do I think about the new RoboCop movie? I think, I think it's gonna be some shit, you guys. I think we are living in the age of reboots. You're gonna have to get really used to this. My thing is, I try not to be a cynic. I try really hard to hope for the best. Even with this like Ben Affleck thing, you heard me on Double D's saying, I hope the best for Ben Affleck. I think he's gonna do something cool with Bruce Wayne. I think he's gonna come at it from a really clever angle. Cause I mean, he's friends with Kevin Smith. He's read his share of comics. I feel like he's enough of a nerd, and like he's a good director, and like. You can't say Ben Affleck is a bad actor. He's gonna bring something to the table. I think that's gonna be interesting. But that's me being optimistic. As far as RoboCop though, I try to be optimistic. I watched the trailer. I don't fucking know. I think it's gonna be some shit. I don't know why. I don't know why they're doing this. Cause they'll make money. I guess that's why. I'm not happy about it. Ain't crazy about it. I hope they have one of that scene where he eats baby food. I hope they recreate that. He just eats a jar of it and throws up afterwards. That'll be nice. Good callback to the 80s. I know Ed 209 is going to be in it, which is pretty cool. Good old Ed 209.
Who's Ed 209?
He's this big robot that they made to also protect humans, but he doesn't give a shit. He killed civilians too, and he doesn't have any human component. Had 209. Some trivia for you. I've been playing Clash of Clans on my iPhone, and shit's driving me nuts. It's like Age of Empires, except they make you wait 2 hours to build a new barracks. And everything costs so much when you're like making new warriors and archers and shit. Yeah, Vikings. Have I seen the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter? I have not, but I'll look that up right now, actually. Slash Hudson, what's going on? I haven't seen you around either. Welcome. Mighty Number 9. What is this? What are you sending me to, man? Is this porn? You pervert. It's horse porn. Oh, it's not. It looks like Mega Man. Are you fucking shitting me? 24 days to go, and this thing has made $1.7 million. The goal was $900,000. I haven't even started looking at what this thing is about. Classic Japanese side-scrolling action, evolved and transformed by Keiji Inafune. All-star team of veteran Mega Man devs. Whoa. Whoa, that shit looks tight. What the hell? This is awesome. Okay, this Mighty Number 9 looks really cool. He can get different attachments on his arm. Fuck yeah. Look at that. Look at them robots. Nice. I'm looking at the pledges right now with the $5 gets you forum access. Fuck that. $20 gets you a digital copy. That's nice. Seems good. I'll put a link to this because they need my help. You know what I mean? Like all three of you. You guys, I put it in the show notes, the Mighty Number 9. Just click that. Hit refresh and then click that shit. Thanks, Martin, for the heads up. Me Mugga says, people forget that Daredevil was over 10 years ago. Like, damn, 10 years ago I was in middle school. Was I in middle school 10 years ago? What was I doing 10 years ago? It was 2003, 10 years ago. I was in the 9th grade. I was a younger man. Eyes all shiny. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, whoa, it's by the original creator of Mega Man. No wonder it got so much money. That thing is just rolling in it. I'm gonna make a killing. I hope that it's good. I hope it's everything you want, Martin. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not that big of a Mega Man fan. You can hate me all you want. I just I don't have the coordination. I don't want to put in the effort to jump over all those blocks. All those bullets flying at me. Makes me nervous. Like in Contra. Sometimes I'll start crying because I get all nervous from the bullets flying at me. I can't take it. It's too much. What am I drawing? Why would you ask me that? Prodigy, it's a fire mage, some sort of fire mage, as indicated by the high level of MP. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm drawing a fire mage, and if you have a suggestion, we got like 20 more minutes. I'll go ahead and I'll draw whatever you want. Brian Cuevas says, what was up with that horse porn during the Double D's podcast? You know. Do you even need to ask? What was up with it? It was just, I mean, when you're a weird person like me, you just store all this useless information in your brain. Some of it is really disgusting and gross, and you're just waiting for the right time to unleash it and share it with somebody. I wanted to share it with you guys, you know? Mr. Hands, the legendary horse porn star. The best part is that he died because of his fetish. That is the funniest part of it. He ended up paying the ultimate price for being a sexual deviant. Which I think it's hilarious. I don't know. I think D was also grossed out and uncomfortable hearing it, and I think he also found it funny, so whatever. These are the quality things that you'll hear on the podcast, so go ahead and listen to it. Give it a listen. D just texted me, actually. He said something. He was translating a comment that was made on the podcast by one of you Spanish-speaking fellers. Any of you guys speak Spanish besides Martin? We know Martin. Or Martin probably speaks Portuguese or something. I don't know. He's Brazilian or some shit. I don't know. He won't tell me where he's from. Martin, where are you from? I won't forget this time. Just tell me. Yeah, he died doing what he loved. Exactly. You know, he just wanted horse dicks. You know, ever since he was a kid, that's all he would think about. You know, sometimes when I see girls who are really into horses, I'm just like, I just get that little thought in the back of my head. I'm like how much? How much does she love horses? That's all I'm gonna say about it. I just wonder, you know, he's gotta, like, why? Why does she love them so much? You guys, I gotta pee. Give me like 3 seconds. And I mean, 1 minute. In the meantime, I'll draw this. Look at that.
Don't go away, he's coming back.
You talking just now? You were. They're gonna start saying things about you. These are savages here. These are men.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Alright. How did he die? He died from a horse penis penetrating him so far to... And you know horse penises are really large and powerful. These are beasts, Martin. Anyway, it penetrated him to the point where it ruptured the inside of his colon, and he ended up bleeding out, infections, basically all the bad stuff. That's all you need to know is horse dick, okay? That's how he died. He wasn't a good man. Did I... You guys are ridiculous. I can't believe you remembered that. Did I watch the zoo porn movie I bookmarked? No. But, I mean, like... Yeah, it was in, like, South by Southwest and shit. Like, I feel like they probably did a really good job with it. But I know, like, I had to be in a certain kind of mood. Like, just willing to sit through all the disgustingness. I can't believe people research this shit. Oh, my God. He got his ass impaled. Insides ruptured by horse dick.
I said in one sentence. Literally, I said in one sentence. I said, don't worry, he's coming back.
Alright, yeah.
Let's try to keep your viewers engaged.
Yeah. A good movie about human-animal interactions. This time not sexual at all. Is Grizzly Man. Werner Herzog. The great director, the great German director, directed this. And it's about a guy who really loves bears. He loves them a lot, and he's kind of a closeted gay man, I think, and I was really frustrated about that. Anyway, he goes to live with some bears in Canada in a place where you're not supposed to. I mean, in a season when people aren't supposed to be up there because the bears are out foraging and shit, and he's trying to protect them, and dude ends up getting eaten by bears. Spoiler alert, or whatever the fuck. But it's really interesting because he's filming himself the whole time. He's filming himself doing like sort of vlogs while he's up there living with the bears, and he actually filmed himself on the night where he got eaten by the bears. So you might want to check that out. It's called Grizzly Man. I'll put up the IMDb. It's very good, actually. I really suggest that you highly suggest you go watch it. It's funny in a very morbid sort of way. I don't know. It's amazing. Grizzly Man. Let me put this in the show notes. Boom. Home stretch. 9 more minutes, fellas, before I release you upon the world for the weekend, when you can go and do whatever the fuck you want. Go do your fun stuff. Yeah, it's animals are animals, and no matter what PETA tells you, no matter how much we want bears to be cute and cuddly, that's not the case. Like, they are beasts, and they get hungry, and yeah, I don't know. I stay far away from that kind of stuff. I don't know what's going on over here on the left. No idea. Get out of here. I think right now begins Oscar season when the amazing movies come out. I'm excited. But I think November seems to be prime time for that sort of movie. Oh, I forgot to color this thing. Damn, almost forgot. Some flame colors. Flaming stuff. Stick Steve, I love Humans of New York. My friends always send me links to it. It's great. I really enjoy it. You guys should check out Humans of New York as well if you haven't. I feel like my work is similar to his in some ways. I've tried to get him on the show. I've emailed him once. I'm probably going to do it again. I'm sure he gets like 1,000 emails a day from dummies like myself trying to get interviews. But, I don't know. Yeah, but thanks for the mention anyway. For mentioning that. I think he'd be a really good guy to get on the show, talk to a little bit. I actually, last time I was in Manhattan, that one video where you see me drawing up there, he goes to that park a lot to take pictures of people, and it would have been really cool if he had seen me there. I think that would have been awesome. But the nature of this business is like you can't really. I think any business really, you can't just wait on people to discover you or sort of depend on other people to give you publicity and that sort of thing. I guess you got to create your own momentum. That's my lesson for today.
That's right.
Be knocking some more of these oranges. Cher Lloyd, the pop star, is not 5 miles away from me right now, playing a concert at the Fillmore in Silver Spring, and lots of attractive teen girls there. I don't know why I'm mentioning this. I guess I'm mentioning this because, like, I'll think about that sometimes. Like, that's like a celebrity is that close to me right now. Like, what the hell kind of weird shit are they getting up to in that area? It's quiet here, but close to here, people are screaming, getting drunk, feeling on each other, doing adulterous, fornicating things. Steve says, wouldn't it be cool if you drew him while he took a photo of me or something? Absolutely, that would be so awesome. I'd be like in his gallery of best of or something. I don't know. Meh. I guess I'll ask you guys. I've been struggling a little bit for ideas of stuff to do this weekend. I mean, I have stuff I can fall back on. Like, I was thinking about doing a Riddick review where I'm outside drawing and doing a voiceover about it. Also thought about going back to a museum. What kind of stuff do you want to see more of on this program? I know some of you seem to like the outdoor drawing videos. I don't have any interviews lined up because no one's responding to me. Just shutting me down. I might have some good ones on the horizon if I can follow up and get people to agree to times. I don't know if you guys heard of the webcomic Perry Bible Fellowship. Probably one of my top 10 webcomics, my top 10 favorite webcomics. In terms of humor in webcomics, maybe the best. Right next to Penny Arcade, but just the way this guy tells jokes, no one does it like him. Anyway, the creator of Perry Bible Fellowship agreed to come on the show at some point. I gotta follow up with him on that. I know he's really busy. That's one I'm really excited about. Alright, we're winding down. 2 minutes. This Mega Man game looks really cool. Really cool, man. Whoa. It reached all the stretch goals. If it reaches $2 million, there's going to be PS3, 360, and Wii U versions of this game. Man, that's so cool. Mighty number 9. Oh, Mean Mugga, thanks for subscribing, man. That's awesome. I'd suggest you start out with the Hirshhorn video where I go to the museum, look around. I think that's a pretty good one to start with. And then you're on your own. I don't know. I don't know what I would watch if I were you. You guys, thanks a lot for watching this stuff. I think it's amazing you guys are here just shooting the shit. I really like that. It's a good highlight of my week. Message me your Xbox Live names, because I'll add you. And, you know, whenever when I get GTA I'll tell you guys whenever I'm doing a playthrough or something, or just fucking around. Like if you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, don't like it. You can click dislike also. What else? Don't drink too much this weekend. Be nice. Call your mom. Tell her you love her. What else? That's it. It's been an hour. You guys have a good weekend. Add me on Twitter. Do it. Add me on Facebook. I'll put that shit in the show notes too. You guys have a good weekend.